Hello and welcome back. I'm Chloe and you're watching Chloe Hedger Beading Tutorials. Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple pair of chevron fringe earrings. Just like these. They're very simple. But before we dive in, I'd like to know if you're enjoying this channel, where you're all from, what part of the world you're all watching from. Leave me a comment below and like and share, and I shall see you on the other side. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive in. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do this simple pair of chevron earrings. I'm going to be using some fireline, some Miyuki beading thread. We're going to use size 8 round Miyuki seed beads and 3mm fire polish beads. Oh, and some little, tiny little size, oh gosh, it's 15.0 Miyuki round 15.0 for the tiny little ones on the bottom. And yeah, so let's begin. You're going to pick up 6 beads and you're going to pass your needle through the bottom of the first 3 beads so that it loops round. You're going to pass your needle from the top of the second column. Now you're going to pick up 3 beads and you're going to pass it through the top, and as you can see this creates a loop, and we're going to pull and close the loop. And take your needle back through from the bottom of the third row, third column, and then pick up another 3 beads and pass through, and then back through from the top, and then pick up another 3 beads. It's a very simple design, but it's very effective because you can change the colorways, and you can also change the bottom beads on the fringe, so I really like them. And we are going to continue doing this until we have 9 columns or 9 rows. Okay, now we're going to start on our triangle, and you're going to pick up 2 beads and you're going to pass the needle through the second thread bridge. And you're going to pass your needle back through the second bead, pull nice and tight. And then you're going to pass your needle through the first bead from the back to the front, and then back up through the second bead from the bottom. And now you're ready to continue on with this single row, just picking up 1 bead at a time until you reach the end. And don't worry if your thread likes to get a little bit twisty, just take your time and unravel it. Just turn your work over, and we're going to start on the second single row, picking up 2 beads and doing the same as we did previously, through the second thread bridge and back up through the second bead, and then back down through the first, and then back up through the second, and here we are, continuing on with our single row brick stitch or ladder stitch. And we're going to continue this method, starting with 2 beads on every beginning row on the second thread bridge until we reach the top, and then I'll show you how to attach a thread guard. Okay, and here we are, ready to attach our thread guard. You're going to take your needle and go through the little tunnel and pull gently and just offer it up to the bead on the right, on the top right, and then you're going to pass your needle through the other side. There's another channel there, and go straight through the left bead, and here is where you want to take your time to make sure that the thread is actually sitting on the thread guard channel as such. You can line it up and take your time. You see it needs to sit there. Just use your finger to prompt it into place, and then back up through the right bead, making sure you're going through the guard channel. And I like to pass through 3 times, and every time you go through, make sure you give it a nice tug. Make sure the tension is secure and it's not all loose. And here we go on the second pass, and making sure that it goes in nice and easy. Just use your needle to place it over the top and then pull. and then the last go up on the right channel. If it gets snagged, just release the thread, and then down the other side, through the channel, give it a little wiggle, and here I am pulling the thread just to keep it nice, keeping the tension nice. Okay, and here we are. We've gone through 3 times, and that's enough. And now I'm going to show you how to hide this thread. And you can see that I go through the top of this center bead here, and you will find a way of this working for you. Some beads are difficult to get through. Basically, you're going to weave in and out of these threads here, and it is a tension knot without doing a knot. So you're just going to go up and down, weaving in and out of the beads, and this tightens up and secures the thread guard in place. And then once you are happy with your threads, then just give it a little snip. And now we're ready to attach our fringe. So now we're going to take our Miyuki thread. Make sure that you've tugged all the knots and curls out of it. And we're going to do the same here with our tension knot. We're going to just pass the thread through some beads that are away from your first 3 columns. So we're just moving them in and out just to create a tension. and a natural tying. It just naturally ties in place. And I like to pull on the two ends, constantly pulling on the two ends to make sure that they're not becoming loose and creating like extra thread that just is sitting outside of your beads. And then once you're happy with this, you're going to pass your needle down through the first 3 columns on the right. And now we're ready to attach our fringes. Okay, so first of all you're going to pick up 5 blue beads, then 13 gold beads, and then 10 blue beads, then you're going to pick up 1 3mm polished bead here, a little fire polished bead here is a 3mm, and then you're going to pick up 3 of these 15-0 gold seed beads. Now you're going to move the 3 little 15-0s out of the way, and you're going to pass your needle back up through the entire length of the beads, going through each one. Don't miss any out here. And then when you reach all the way through, you're going to hold the end, put your finger over, and then just a little gentle tug. And there we go. Now we're going to pass our needle back through the first 3 columns, first row of the first 3 beads, and then we're going to go back down the second column of 3 beads, ready to start our second fringe. Okay, now you're going to pick up 7 blue beads, 14 gold beads, and then you're going to pick up 11 blue beads, and now you're going to pick up 1 3mm polished bead, and then 3 15-0 gold beads. And remember to move the 3 gold beads out of the way, and then pass through the bottom of the fire polished 3mm bead all the way through your beads till you reach the top. Again, taking your time not to get the thread tangled. And then we're going to go through the 3 beads, and then we're going to repeat. Go down the 3 beads, pick up 9 blue beads, then pick up 15 gold beads, and then pick up 11 blue beads, and then a fire polished 3mm and 3 15-0s, and move the 3 out of the way through the bottom of the fire polished bead all the way up. Don't miss any beads en route, take your time, and then go through. Give it a little pull and then go through the 3 beads here, which was your first row, and then down the next 3 as such. Now you're going to pick up 11 blue beads and 16 gold beads. And now 11 blue beads, a fire polished 3mm and then 3 15-ohs, and repeat the process. And now you're going to pick up 13 blue beads and 17 gold beads. Followed by 11 blue beads, 1 3mm fire polish bead and 3 15-ohs. And now you're going to pick up 11 blue beads and 16 gold beads. Okay, now pick up 11 blue beads pick up our 3mm fire polished and 3 15-ohs. Okay, pick up 9 blue beads and then 15 gold beads, followed by 11 blue beads, 1 3mm and 3 15-0s. Okay, pick up 7 blue beads, 14 gold beads, eleven blue beads, 1 3mm and 3 15-0s. So we're coming up on the last fringe here, and what I like to do is I like to just pull on each fringe one by one, gently pull in, and what we're doing is we're pulling up that tension so that we don't have any gaps when the earring is just hanging. And then we're going to pass down the last 3 beads. We're ready to put on 5 blue beads, followed by 13 gold beads, and then 10 blue beads. One 3mm fire polish bead and 3 15-0 seed beads. We're going to take the thread all the way through to the top as we have done all the others. And now we're going to do the same tie off. We're going to switch the work round, and you've got to try to get, by weaving in and out of the seed beads all the way over to your other tail thread. A bit complicated me holding it up, but it's better to do it if you're actually laying your work flat, because as you can see you end up with lots of thread knotting and getting tangled in your work when you do it this way. So it's better to lay the fringe earring down and then weave in and out till you meet the other thread. And once you meet the other thread, you tie it in a few knots and weave your thread back up through some more beads to hide the thread and snip. You can use your thread zapper if there is extra thread showing, but that's it. Next we're going to add our earring finding and we are done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this simple chevron pattern fringe earrings. Leave me a comment, like and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.